Hello, Leo. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using Tarot Illuminati by Eric C. Dunn. Supportive Oracle cards, the Spirit Animal Oracle by Colette Baron Reed. Good, good, good. Whole bunch of goodness going on here. Okay. This seems to be very regimented to start right off with. Okay. Leo. Alright, so going into this situation, I'm first pulling into the Queen of Swords energy. This is in the environment. This is actually what's happening. Somebody seems to be barking. I'm not sure if they're barking orders or they're just barking. It's almost like a dog just barking. And you're just like, what are you barking about? I have dogs like that some days I'm just like, what are you barking about? Like, what? I feel like that's what you're dealing with. This is how this is starting off. Like, somebody's just barking. I don't even think they're barking orders. They're just kind of like, they're not, it's not like they're crabby. It's just like they're like aggressive. And you're just like, what are you being so aggressive about? They're just somebody who's aggressive. They're not hurting anybody, but they're trying to intimidate people. And I feel like that's the whole point behind this. They're trying to intimidate to get what they want, but yet they're not really. They're trying to intimidate to get what they want, but the thing is, it's like they're setting it up for like when they want something. They don't actually want something at this point, but they're trying to already make people already want to please them, so that way when they do want something, it's not really that much of a struggle. They're trying to put the effort in beforehand so people just do what they want without questioning them. Now, you're Leo, though. I don't feel like you play into that BS very easily. When this person's barking like they are, you're absorbing it, you're watching, but there's nothing to really set you off at this point. Nothing really coming at you. I feel like you're watching it, you're noticing it, but you're kind of like, yeah, well, if I need to stand my ground, I will. You're not really intimidated, but you're kind of like a little annoyed, slightly annoyed, kind of like, all right, you think so? Don't push me, because if you push me, I push back. And I feel like that's your energy, like, you got to do your little song and dance over there, then you do it over there, but don't come at me. I'm nice for now, but if you push my buttons, I'm not putting up with it. I will push back. If you push me, I will push back. That's what you're thinking, because you got watch and wait. You're just kind of keeping it to yourself. You're kind of like, I'm ready for this. If they come my way, I'm ready for this. The thing is, because of what you're watching this person do, you automatically put up a barrier. You're not fighting, but you're more defensive. If this person comes around you, you are watching and waiting, but you got the porcupine spirit too. You got the seahorse, and then you got the porcupine. Because of the way you've seen them act, you're just kind of like, don't come here. You stay over on your side of the room. Don't come over here. Don't start with me, because I don't want anything to do with it. You're either ignoring them if you can, or you're just like, you're not warm. You're not kissing their butt in any. You're not kissing their butt in any way. You're not showing them any type of special favor. In fact, you might be a little bit more on the cold side, kind of like I'm not playing this game with you. I'm not doing that. Especially because I feel like part of you is kind of like, if they start giving me guff, I'm not going to put up with it, and I don't need these problems. So you're just kind of keeping it as low-key as possible with this person. I feel with the porcupine, you have your defenses up, and you're kind of giving this person like a little bit of the cold shoulder, like, don't try me. It's kind of like, don't try me. You're not starting anything, but you're like, don't try me. Don't try me. Okay. Sure enough, the moment does come where this person wants something. They got the panther spirit coming in, but is that the pig? I'm definitely an intuitive reader. I like that pig card. I just like it. I don't know why. I like the panther too. But when I'm feeling this energy, kind of like they're using whatever at their disposal to get what they want. So if they can do it by intimidation, they will do that. If they have to be a little bit more sweeter to do that, See, I'm getting the pig like they're trying to be. They realize that intimidation isn't going to work with you. They seem to have like caught on to that at least. But when I'm feeling the pig spirit, I'm feeling like they're trying to like sweeten you up a little bit. But to you, it's kind of like you're kind of looking at this like I'm not about that. You're like no, like what? Kind of like a pig trying to cuddle up to you. Some people love pigs, other people don't. I don't know what to say about this because like when I'm feeling it, like pigs are cute, but I don't want to cuddle up on a couch with a pig. They're cute enough, but no, I don't know. That's just me. Other people do love them though. The point I'm getting from this is when this happens, this person realizes they can't be aggressive with you if they expect to get anywhere, so they try to sweeten you up instead, and I feel them coming forward with that. And they're trying to like ask you nicely to help them. I actually feel like they're trying to butter you up. And they're coming forward. That's the energy they have, the Knight of Swords. The thing is, they still have an aggressive tone with that. So like they might be a little bit obnoxious with it. And I literally see like when they do that, it makes you uncomfortable. You don't like it. You're just like, here, what do you want? Here, okay, here, just take it. And I feel like just to get them away from you, you give them what they want. Literally, I feel like you do it before you think about it. You're just kind of like, oh my god, I can't stand this. What do you want? Fine, I'll do it. Get away from me. Like, it's kind of like that. Like, all right, what do you want? Just, all right, I'll do it. Get away from me. Because it's weird, and you're just like, I'd rather you just argued with me. It's one of those things like, oh, the sweetness is, I don't know what you're doing. I'd rather you just argued with me. And the squirrel, like, I feel you just like, here, take what you want. It just feels a little bit like, it's kind of like the dodge and weave. It's just like, I just got to get you away from me. I'm definitely an intuitive reader. It says on here, believe in yourself. You can apply that as you feel necessary if you do feel necessary. I'm not really connecting with that with this read. I'm just getting like the bob and weave, like how a squirrel hops around and, when it's defensive, it just kind of jumps around and tries to get away. That's kind of what I'm getting from this. Just like, leave me alone, get away from me. So you do what this person wants just to get rid of them. Literally just to get them out of your face. Because you're not about it. Something falls through here with the Knight of Swords. Whatever you did was not good. They know you don't like them. This seems to go bad two different ways. They know you don't like them. It seems to have come across quite clearly. By this point, you've already given them the cold shoulder. You've put up your defenses. When they do want something, they realize you're just going to do what they need to do just to get rid of them. But they're not seeming to get what they want from you still. They still don't seem to get what they want from you. You just want to get rid of them. And they seem to have clicked on... They seem to have figured that out quite easily. You're like, I'm not about you. Get away from me. Whatever you need, then get lost. Both sides are unhappy. You don't like dealing with this person. They know you don't. There's a problem here. That Knight of Swords is telling me neither side is happy. I'm getting the moth spirit on your side, kind of looking at this like, boy. It's almost like it's like it's starting to become a problem and you're seeing it. For some reason, there's either back talk or rumor mill stuff going on here. There's chatter going on around you. You're hearing that there's a problem between you and so, and you're just like, what? I did what they wanted. Why do they have to be a problem? Like, you're not impressed with this, but you're like, oh, jeez. Before this becomes a bigger problem, let me see if I can squelch it. For some reason, you feel like you need to squelch it. This can't become more of anything than it already has. You don't like it. I'm like, you're like, I don't like this. I gotta shut this down. This is one of those situations where it has to go bad before it gets better. You come towards this person and you're just kind of... I feel like the way this is starting... Take it with a grain of salt. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But this is literally how it's coming in. You're going right up to this person and saying, so I've heard you've been saying shit about me. I just feel like that's how it's coming off. Like, I hear you've been talking. I hear you have a problem. That's how I feel it coming through. Now, some of you have more tact than that. I don't know if I would. I have an Aries moon, so it's different, but I'm just saying, it's also a fire sign. You're calling it right out for what it is, though. And this person is a little bit belligerent about it. The koala spirit, it says spirit has a plan. When I feel koala energy, like koala's going to do what koala's going to do. The koala lives by its own rules, is how I feel about that. And I feel like when you're coming forward to this person and like, oh, I heard you've been saying stuff, what's your problem? Because I feel like that's how it comes off. I know some of you have more tact than that. Others of you are kind of like me, and it just kind of like, so I hear you have a problem. Like, you just come forward with it. So I hear you have a problem. When this energy comes together, the devil card ensues. This person, there's an argument. I feel like it's just a flat out argument. They have a big problem with you, and they're telling you what they don't like about you, and that you have this problem and you have that problem, and you're telling them what you've been seeing, and you're saying, I don't think I have the problem, it's you that has the problem. You argue this out. I feel like it's literally an argument. It might be quite loud. Some of you, I don't know, I feel like for a lot of you, this might be quite loud, like you're ticked. You've had it. You're like, I did what you wanted, and you stabbed me in the back. I feel like that's coming from you towards that. Like, I did what you wanted, and then you stabbed me in the back, and then it's going back and forth. You're not impressed. Not impressed with this person at all. That's the bad moment. I feel like you fight it out. Argue it out. I really do. Now, once it's said and done, the thing about Leo, and I know it's not all Leos, but stereotypical Leo gets very upset and heated, but once they vented out their problems, once they said what they need to say, then they get over it and they move on. Because after this, things seem to be better. You seem to solidify the situation with this person. They seem to get off your back. You seem to get along a lot better with this person after the fact. I also see that that's what you want. It says, the Swan Spirit says, time for a deep dive. I guess. I'm getting like the beauty of the situation. Like, you're ready to get along. You're kind of like, I've said what I needed to say. This person knows where I stand. They know not to just try to push me around. They know better than that at this point. So you're feeling more comfortable. After all is said and done, you're feeling stronger. And you're feeling like, I know how I stand. You got some pride about you. Kind of like, I said what I needed to say. I'm feeling strong. They know where I stand. And I don't think I have to worry about it anymore. I don't have to worry about these possible arguments popping up. I feel like they're going to leave me alone. We've talked it out, probably argued it out. What's done is done. You seem to be dealing with each other fine after this. However that transpires, I feel like is very specific to your situation, whoever you are. After it's said and done, I feel like you talk it out. You just seem to be like on respectable terms. And that's how you want it. How this goes forward after that, though, because it's like the calm after the storm. After the storm. You got Spider Spirit, and you got Frog Spirit. Spider says, make your dreams a reality, or make your dreams real. Frog says, clear out the clutter. The way I'm feeling about these for this reading, Spider is very much a communicator, in my opinion. For some reason, I feel communication, keeping your ear to the ground, knowing what's going on around you. Frog is like transformation, being able to go into two different areas, being able to like, see what's going on in one area and applying it to another. It's very mutable, going back and forth, being able to get into two different areas, being very skilled with that. I feel like you have to watch this person. Going forward, you want to keep your eye on this person. You definitely want to keep things on the up and up. And I feel like that's what you want anyway. You're going to want that with the Swan Spirit anyway. You want to keep things on the up and up. But keep your ears open. Watch what's going on around you. Quietly go into this area, find what's going on. Go over to this area, find what's going on. Keep connected with things. You're going to have to go slowly but surely. Be careful with this energy. Keep an eye on it. Just because once it seems like things are ironed out, it doesn't mean things are completely ironed out. This koala energy, I feel like you got to be careful. It can be a slippery one. Most of the time it can go fine, but once in a while, if this energy feels like it's necessary or can get them what they want, they will rear up and be a problem again. But they know that they have to be very sure. They have to be very sure it's worth it. But this person could become a problem again. It's kind of up in the air. Just keep your eye on this person. I feel like you'll be fine. As long as you stay connected, which I feel like Leo is pretty successful with that usually. And just look between the lines. Like, keep your ear to the ground. Keep some things covert. Just, use your brain. You know what to do with that. I feel like you've done this before. For the Leos I know, like, people seem to think that there's no secrets, but I feel like you know how to keep secrets if you need to. And you can keep people looking out for you. Keep people, like, keeping an eye on the situation for you just so you know what's really going on as opposed to what people are trying to show you. Just keep an eye out for this person because I'm getting like this is like a slippery one. 90% of the time it looks like they're going to be fine, but when they think it's worth it, that 10% of the time where they think it's worth it, they'll pull a fast one on you. So just keep your eyes open. Are we good? Okay, we're good. I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.